the open road. From Nashville to Austin with stories to be told.
Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Jamie. CapTech asked me to narrate this video because my morals are as loose as my vocal cords. The story that follows is approximately true. The names have been changed, and the facts have now been slightly adjusted to make the story more family-friendly. Back in the late 1990s, a group of friends from Nashville, Illinois, decided to take an epic road trip. Their destination was Austin, Texas. Their mission? To experience the legendary South by Southwest Music Festival. Their chosen vehicle? A battered old van borrowed from Mr. Clark, the father of two members of the infamous Clark Mafia. It was a van that looked like it had survived one too many high school pranks, but it was their trusty steed for the journey ahead. The van looked freaking ridiculous, like it was straight out of Scooby-Doo. The group consisted of 5 friends, all between 21 and 25 years old. Whitey was the self-proclaimed handyman and problem solver. Earl, the so-called planner, couldn't read a map to save his life. Johnny brought his guitar everywhere, despite not knowing how to play more than 3 chords. Lou was the muscle of the group, though no one was sure what situations would actually require his strength. And finally, there was Big Red, the de facto leader who was loud, cocky, and always wore sunglasses, even indoors. As the morning sun crept over the sleepy town of Nashville, the boys loaded their bags into the van, stocked up on snacks, and set off with high spirits and even higher expectations. It didn't take long for things to go sideways. An hour into their journey, the familiar flash of red and blue lights appeared in the rearview mirror. Big Red pulled the van over, muttering about cops having nothing better to do. The officer approached the driver's side window, his expression stern but bored. "You boys know you got a taillight out?" the officer asked. The group exchanged nervous glances. Whitey, ever the quick thinker, hopped out of the van, with a wad of bubble gum in his mouth, and a roll of chicken wire he'd grabbed from the van's cluttered interior. "Don't worry, officer. I've got this covered," Whitey said confidently. To everyone's amazement, and the cops' utter bewilderment, Whitey managed to rig the taillight back together. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. The officer just shook his head, muttered something about creative solutions, and sent them on their way. Back on the road, the boys cheered for Whitey's ingenuity, and the van rumbled along toward Texas.